Hello, hello. So we did some movements on a D chord, like, and I got a little carried away. Let's see what happens on A chords. So for A, well, there's a lot of ways to put your fingers on to make an A chord. If you use your index finger, the advantage of that is you can easily do rock and roll business. So laying your index finger flat is a big deal. And when a student uses their middle or ring or pinky, I'm like, yeah, you could use your pinky or ring or middle, but index is pretty cool. Middle feels kind of good too. Okay, so that's one idea. A lot of information there. We can come back to that, but let's look at the standard way to play an A, in my opinion, is middle, ring, pinky. On the tips, leave index out. I think I saw a video of George Harrison going, something like that. So that's the pinky on. And then when it goes off, you've got an A suspended second or A add 2. I just call it A2. It doesn't really matter what you call it. So the B we're adding is the second note of an A major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A, B, C sharp, A, B. Here's the B. That's the second note in the scale. That's why you call it A2. It sounds kind of like Purple Rain too. Ouch. It does have that 80s sound, like girls, they want to have fun. Oh, girls, they want to have fun. Or, it's, in that neighborhood. So, the trick is just lift your pinky up and put it back on. You can also take your pinky up 1 fret towards the body of the guitar on the second string. That's a D note you're adding for your A suspended second, or A suspended fourth, sorry. A sus4. So mix it in with the A sus2 and the A sus4 and the A major. You got so that's really one of the best, most popular ways to take an A chord and modify it a little bit, or you add a little movement to the chord or a little melody. Yeah. And add it to your D. If you want to do a little more, you could, if you take off your ring and pinky, you got an A9. And while we're at it, let's just take the ring finger to the second string, second fret, and make A7. When I see some sheet music and it says A7, that's the first one I think of. You'll see This one, yeah, that one just is so brittle and so harsh. This one's a little more, a little smoother sounding. Then you can do the same trick we started with. It's easy from this point. Let's make A minor 7. So I just keep a middle finger in place here. Let's start with that A minor 7, which is your index finger on a C on the 1st fret, 2nd string. So you can add the pinky for the suspended 4, and maybe complete it with an A minor. So you can kind of make the chord talk a little bit, you know, versus just kind of, you know, straight up strumming is cool, but sometimes you need to kind of make the chord sing and talk a little more. Here's one more little trick. You could hammer on like this. You could hammer on any one of those. 1st or 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string, or any combination of those. Never thought of that before. So as you sit and think about this, you'll come up with your own combinations. What else can you do to an A? Let's go back to this for a second. The index laying flat on 2nd fret. Let's see what's happening with the 1st string. That's fine. You can mute that, and then it kind of solves some problems. But if you bend your finger back like that, then you can make the 1st string ring out, which is pretty normal. Just you have to think about it and do it the way you want. But a lot of times you mute that 1st string, and if you only hit, say, like 2 strings, you got that A5, which is a root and a 5th. And that little scoop right there, now we're getting into some stuff here. So that's like C and A. I think I learned about that from it's just a C note, but it just sounds cool. You're adding some color to that chord. So you got your low E and G you can add. It kind of, I visualize like a ladder or stairs. You're just walking up the stairs to the chord. Bum, bum, bum. So with just those very simple notes, you're just adding an E, G, and a C to an A chord. You're making that kind of riff, riff, riff. Oops, I added a D. Bending that low G. got your rock and roll business, which is that's a sixth interval we're adding, which is an F sharp. That's the pinky, 5th fret, adding a G, which is your flatted 7. So yeah, man, these are kind of fundamental moves that, I'm sure there's a lot more intricate things you can do. But I can't really think of a whole lot more. You could maybe go, if you want to sharp the 5th, you got that augmented sound. That's an F note. Kind of sounds kind of ugly and tense, if you're looking for like a pleasant major sound, then you got this it's kind of fun to make it kind of in the right place. That chord could be awesome, but just sitting there practicing that sounds very kind of disturbing. But music isn't always just a la la la, kind of like a nursery rhyme or a lullaby. Sometimes music has kind of more dark qualities, and the more color, shade, and light you can get into your playing, gives you more tools to express yourself. So that's some ideas about taking an A chord and dressing it up and making some moves. I hope that you like that, and I'll show you my guitar chord book. I wonder what's in the middle here. Well, I think I showed that. I'll just show you a page. This is some fun stuff. I'll show you one thing. It's called the 8-bar swinging cool cat changes. Whoa, maybe I'll play that for you just for a little fun. It's like going that's on page 40. So, it's just full of stuff like that. 8-bar swinging cool cat changes, baby. Drawn nice and big so you can see it. All right, man. Keep rocking.